Huntergirl in the studio with us. What's up, Hunter?
Hey, how are you doing?
Good to see you. And, glad to finally get you in the studio with us.
Oh, I'm so pumped. I was looking forward to it all week.
Watching you on Idol and doing well. What's so cool is that you didn't win it, but you still got signed.
Yes, yeah. I'm over at Broken Bow and BMG. And
Nice. You had some big words from Luke about you. That you're his favorite female voice.
Yeah, I almost had a heart attack whenever he said, I've been listening to Luke since, oh my gosh, his CD was constantly in my vehicle in high school, and just hearing that from him, I was like,
isn't that weird?
Oh my God, I'm going to pass out. I was like, please, somebody resuscitate me.
I mean, that's such a weird thing, you know, you go from I like to play music and I'm doing this and that, and then you get on the show and then that happens. And then here you are.
It's been a wild year.
I know.
Complete transformation. You know, what were you doing right before you got on?
So I've been in town, I guess, about 6.5, 7 years. I came here right when I turned 18, and I've just been I used to play on Broadway about 7 days a week. Went to school and writing songs, doing anything. You know, this has always been my dream since I was a kid, and just finding any way that I could to make it, and just working hard. And then Idol happened, and everything kind of 360'd all at once, and just been really blessed. I've been playing shows since I was about 14, and I'm 24 now. So.
Okay, well that's good. I was thinking, were you doing concrete? It's weird.
Yeah.
So many. If you ever need concrete work done, talk to your favorite singer. Most of them have done concrete work.
It's the weirdest
That's
thing.
what I've heard.
It's weird. I don't know
a lot
why.
of my friends, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I was a gardener. I'm like, I don't know.
I know, right. Huntergirl's with us, and going to come back. The new song's called Lonely Outta You, and we'll do that on the way. And find out more about Miss Huntergirl on the way next. Hang on. Huntergirl in studio with us. You've seen her on Idol, and now you can see her, well, if you had some kind of ways to see through the radio.
If you were looking through the window right now, you could see her.
You could see me.
There we are. So do you? People want to know what's the name? How'd that come about?
Okay, so my last name is Walkanowski. It's 11 letters.
Yeah.
Kindergarten was hard. But nobody can ever really pronounce my name when they see it. And back in elementary school, the lady at the front office, she would just be like, the girl Hunter girl, come to the office. And because I was the only girl named Hunter in my elementary school, and so Walkanowski kind of left. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm a Hunter girl, and just kind of caught on.
Oh, that's so great. I always thought it was you like to go hunt, but it's not.
No, my real name is Hunter. My dad's a big hunter and outdoorsman and stuff. But yeah, Hunter girl just kind of happened because my elementary school lady.
You're so cute.
Thank you, Miss Carolyn.
So, has she reached out to you? Have you talked to her?
I have not.
No.
It's such a funny story just looking back.
That'll be great. One day you're going to run into her and she's going to be like, you don't know who I am. But
Oh my gosh,
I'll be
whatever.
like, yes. So what are you going to play for us? What are we doing here?
So I have a new song out right now. This one's called Lonely Outta You.
Okay. Let's...
You don't talk about your feelings. That don't mean they don't hold no weight. Tell me who got you believing that loving somebody ain't safe. I don't think that you need fixing. I just know it could be different looking in your eyes. But if you let me hide, I wanna love the lonely out of you. Do whatever whoever didn't do. Pick up the pieces that they broke. Hold you like I won't let go if you want me to. I wanna love the lonely out of you. Has anybody ever told you that it doesn't have to be this way? Does anybody get to know you, or do you push them all away? 'Cause it's easier than risking one more door slam in the rain on a Friday night. But if you let me, I wanna love the lonely out of you. Do whatever whoever didn't do.
so good.
Thank you, guys.
Written because why? What's the story there?
Somebody was lonely and she wanted to love the lonely out
I
of
wanted
them.
to love the lonely out of them. No, well, it's a long story, but like, you know, being on the show, you know, we have to talk about our feelings like all the time and
Idol.
on TV, and I'm like, oh my God, everybody's gonna know how I feel all the time. And so some of the guys are like, you know, like, how do you keep talking about how you feel? And just because it's kind of scary, and it kind of gave me that idea for that first line, like, you don't talk about your feelings, but that don't mean they don't hold no weight. And I think talking about what you're going through, sometimes somebody on the other side might see it, and it can help them through something. And Lonely Out of You is just kind of meeting somebody where they're at and hoping somebody will love you that way.
That's sweet. Bubba teared up. I can't believe it. It's awesome.
I got you a tissue over here, buddy.
Please do.
All right, Huntergirl's with us. We'll come right back. Hang on. Huntergirl in studio with us. You can find her on Instagram and all the socials. Just look up Huntergirl. So, you
got to talk about the moment that just happened. So the song was playing, and Big D like turns and says, I really like your voice. Can you sing some Miranda for me? And so
she's like, yeah.
Thinking that whenever we come back to being on the show, and then immediately you just broke right into Miranda.
I know. I thought you wanted it now. I was
Like,
like, I played on Broadway so
You are
much.
such a pleaser.
Completely
And I feel
off the
that.
air.
I love it. You're like, all right.
All right. I think it's
do
just
it.
playing on Broadway and playing those gigs.
Right.
It's like, you know, some Miranda. Heck yeah, $20. I got you. Do you know what I mean? You know?
Did D pony up yet?
I will. Of
I'm
course
waiting
I
on it.
will. I'm good for
I'll
it.
give you my Venmo.
I'll use the pickle jar app and I'll pay you.
Oh my
No, and then about, I don't know, like 8 seconds, 10 seconds into it, I realized, oh my gosh, she's just gonna sing this
it.
off the air. And
I was like, I
no, I
didn't
meant coming up on the break. Hey, let's try that again. Hey, do you know any Miranda?
Yes, I think I do.
You have such a great voice, and even Luke Bryan says you're the new age Miranda, and I would agree.
That's a huge compliment.
It is. So could you play me some Miranda?
Well, I guess so. I've never done this. Oh my gosh. Okay, here
I'm
we
gonna
go.
act like we've never heard this before.
You've never heard it before.
It's like deja vu. All right, here we go. Huntergirl, everyone in the studio. She knows some Miranda. Watch.
I do now.
She just learned it.
Oh my gosh, you're crazy. I'm a turner. I turn pages all the time. Don't like where I'm at. 34's bad, so I just turned 35. And I'm a keeper. 8 on 10. And if the house just keeps on winning, I got a wild card up my sleeve. House just keeps on winning. I'm a mixing in my drink.
Is that what happened on Broadway? Like people would just like yell out songs, like legit,
Yes.
really?
And then I would just be like, well, it's funny because like sometimes I wouldn't know a song and I'd be like, okay, and then they'd be like, okay, I'll pay you $100. I was like, okay, I know that song like by heart now, and I'll go to the bathroom and listen to it and come back.
Really?
Yes,
Is that the most? What's the most money someone's ever drunkenly gave you to play a song?
Oh my God, I would say Rocky Top for like $500.
What?
Wow, really?
Mhm.
And were they completely drunk?
They did have a couple drinkies, I gotta say, they were living their best life. And
Yeah.
I was like, because I didn't even say anything. They were like, Rocky Top. I was like, okay, for sure. And they're like, here you go. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, I'll play Rocky Top for the next 4 hours.
All right.
I was like, what are you talking about?
You're so fun. Okay, real quick, album stuff coming out.
Yeah.
What do we have? What's happening?
So working on a lot of new music right now. Lonely Out of You's the single out right now, but there's so many cool songs in the works, and I love being an artist, but I really love being a songwriter too, and kind of telling my story. So I'm really excited for all the songs that are going to come out soon.
Well, we can't wait to see all this stuff that comes out. You can find her on Instagram and all the socials. Just look up Huntergirl. So good to meet you. Thanks for coming in and doing this. You're so great.
Thank you so much. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was great. That was good. Oh, you did good.
Thank you.
I have no idea what it was because this is taped afterwards, but
You were amazing, though.
Thanks. Appreciate it.